Good evening. Stefan was on assignment today. And we begin with word that Canada is about to become the headquarters for a multinational bank focused on defense and global security needs. And Ottawa is one of several Canadian cities in the running to be home base for the new venture. The Finance Department says participating countries unanimously voted to have Canada serve as the host country for the new bank. And once ratified, the Defence Bank will provide long-term, low-cost financing for defense projects by NATO members and allies.
It provides a much more efficient way of funding those new activities because you bring together the collective strength of a big number of countries. And this is a model that's used in the World Bank, for example, that's used in the European Investment Bank.
Where the bank will be located in Canada hasn't been determined. Lobbying has already begun in Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. And the city of Ottawa is also putting its case forward.
We're the home of 130 plus foreign missions and embassies. The World Bank is in Washington. It's not in New York City. This is the place where defense innovation is happening.
No start date has been set for the new defense bank. It's also unclear how much each member nation, including Canada, will contribute to the pool of funds. One of Ottawa's most iconic buildings, the former Hudson's Bay store, officially has a buyer. Less than a year after the retailer left its downtown location, a deal is in the works to sell the landmark property. The five-story building, which takes up 1.5 acres of prime downtown real estate, is located on Rideau Street, directly across from the Rideau Centre. CTV's Tyler Fleming has more.
A Hudson's Bay sign clings to crumbling red brick. All that's left of a retail icon. After the company's bankruptcy in June, the five-story building on Rideau Street hit the market. Now the landmark property is one step closer to a sale. A numbered company tied to Claridge Homes has a deal to buy it. The cost unknown, but the purchase likely means a major redevelopment. Bill Bottomley lives just steps from the former bay and calls the ongoing revitalization around the Byward Market exciting.
I can walk to shop if I need to. It's wonderful to be able to do that.
We're seeing a new concert hall, History Ottawa, opening there in the coming months. Other people are opening restaurants and hotels in the Byward Market. Visitor traffic to the market was up 50% last year over the year before. So to see a local company taking an interest in investing in a big way in an iconic building in the Byward Market is really exciting.
Originally built around the turn of the 20th century, the property has heritage status, meaning the exterior will stay. Retail experts say the transformation inside could include a more modern approach with a mix of office, retail, and residential spaces.
A location like that would definitely be favorable toward that.
The days of department stores are fading fast.
So that's why we're having a hard time digesting these legacy formats into new retail concepts.
Owners of Byward Market businesses like Cozemia say the addition of condos to the area is key to ensure sustained long-term growth.
It's good for everybody, yeah.
Bottomley agrees.
I'm sure that we'll see lots of more people down here, and it'll be fun for that.
Tyler Fleming, CTV News.
The Ottawa Carleton District School Board has launched a review of 6 elementary schools in Ottawa's West Central area. It's a move that could bring boundary changes, new programs, and different grade structures. A grassroots initiative spearheaded by parent council sparked the review, but as CTV's Caitlin Wilson tells us, is raising concerns yet again about the school board's transparency.
Amanda Case has 2 children at Churchill School, where the alternative program is being phased out and the school is under capacity. Meanwhile, down the road, schools like Broadview Public School are over capacity.
It didn't really make sense to us that some schools would be over capacity when a school just down the street would be struggling to fill classrooms.
She's part of a grassroots initiative led by parent councils to try and fix that. Now the Ottawa Carleton District School Board is reviewing 6 elementary schools in the area: Broadview, Churchill, Elmdale, Fisher Park Summit, Hilson Avenue, and Woodruff Public Schools.
The idea with this proposal is that we would, now that the board is transitioning to 2 programs, that we would be redrawing boundaries to allow for new programming to enter Churchill, alleviate crowding at Elmdale and Broadview, and also to let French immersion come into Hilson.
It comes after the board scrapped a much larger elementary program and boundary overhaul last year. But changes to programs, including the elimination of middle French immersion and alternative programs, are raising questions about the future of underutilized schools like Churchill and Hudson.
Both of those schools need the addition of new programming in order to remain viable and vibrant.
Families have yet to see the full plan, and for some, that uncertainty is the hardest part.
There has been a clear lack of transparency from the board since we lost our trustees.
Parents say without details, it's hard to give meaningful feedback or make decisions for their children. There are also concerns about how and when programs like early French immersion will be phased in.
When the supervisor is already talking about it but not sharing details with parents, that's not offering a process that's fully transparent and fully engaging the community.
For Case, she's hoping the proposal is positive and keeps families together.
That was very important to us, that children remain at the schools that they had previously been attending, so that they get grandfathered into that, and also that families were not going to be divided.
CTV News reached out to the OCDSB but was denied an interview. The proposal is expected May 6th, the same day of the public consultation meeting, with a final decision expected in June. Caitlin Wilson, CTV News.
There's some optimism for residents living along the Ottawa River in the Ottawa-Gatineau area tonight. Officials now expect water levels to reach a plateau over the weekend and slowly decline later next week. Ottawa received 22 millimeters of rain Wednesday night into Thursday morning. The Ottawa River Regulation Planning Board says it was less rain than expected, and water levels downstream of Pembroke will rise only slightly before plateauing this weekend. Gatineau's mayor is still urging residents to prepare for a possible second flood peak.
There is still properties affected by the level of water currently. With the water rising again, more properties could be affected. We currently don't have an idea exactly of how many properties can be affected. What we see is that more streets could be covered with water, more homes could be isolated by the water, and so this is why we invite citizens to get ready for what could be coming up in the next few hours.
Ottawa River levels increased a centimeter at the Britannia and Hull Marina this morning. The river is expected to rise 5 to 10 centimeters this weekend before stabilizing. All right, we'll take our first check of weather. Again, it's cooler and rainy today in Ottawa. We'll have a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. A chilly evening that we're looking at, and we're sitting at about 5 degrees here in the capitals. We'll check in with Jackie Perez now for a look at your forecast. Jackie.
Well, after a day of light precipitation as well as cloudy skies, the overnight mainly clear skies, but it will be short-lived. Well, we will get a little bit of that sunshine moving in first thing. We are likely going to see the return of scattered showers moving into the afternoon. And for the most part, cloudy skies. This will carry us into Friday evening. What you want to note, though, is the temperatures are going to start off quite cool for tomorrow morning. 1 degree to kick things off. Only getting to a daytime high about 11 degrees, so very similar to what we saw this evening. We'll get a closer look at your long-term forecast and for the weekend in just a bit.
One person is dead and another is being treated for life-threatening injuries after a weapons-related incident in Cornwall. Police responded to a call for an incident on Montreal Road in Cornwall on Wednesday. Now, police say officers located an individual suffering from gunshot wounds. A second person was found deceased inside the home with what police believe to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The investigation is ongoing. The body of an OPP sergeant who died in a crash on the 401 this week was taken to Oshawa this afternoon ahead of his funeral. Sergeant Brandon Malcolm died on duty following a single-vehicle motorcycle crash in Cobourg on Monday. Funeral arrangements for the 33-year-old officer have not been announced. Drivers are once again feeling pain at the pumps. Gas prices will hit $1.90 a liter on Friday, just over a week after the government cut fuel taxes for the summer to provide relief for drivers. Gas prices jumped 4 cents a liter this morning at Ottawa gas stations. Canadians for Affordable Energy President Dan McTagg says prices will increase another 8 cents a liter on Friday, then expected to drop by 2 cents on Saturday and back up again on Sunday. The jump comes as global oil prices increase, and McTagg says the ongoing conflict will continue to push prices higher.
Even if there was a peace agreement tomorrow, the gap that has been created is over 1 billion barrels of oil a day is missing. It's going to take a long time to recover that. Vessels don't travel at light speed to move oil from one place to another. Countries around the world aren't just experiencing high prices, they're experiencing shortages.
Iran has effectively blocked the Strait of Hormuz, costing the global economy billions of dollars, with 20% of the world's oil supply unable to pass through. The U.S. has responded with its own blockade in the region as peace talks continue between the U.S. and Iran. The federal government is looking for office space to accommodate public servants this summer. Now, starting on Monday, all executives will be required to be in the office 5 days a week, while all other employees must be in the office 4 days a week starting in July. Public Services and Procurement Canada says some departments require more workstations and office space to handle employees in the office 4 days a week. The man who stole the roaring lion portrait of Winston Churchill from the Chateau Laurier Hotel can appeal his sentence to the Supreme Court. Jeffrey Wood was sentenced to 2 years less a day in jail after admitting to stealing the photo from the hotel between December 25th of 2021 and July 6th of 2022. The Ontario Court of Appeal dismissed Wood's appeal of the sentence last year. Today, the Supreme Court agreed to hear the case.
With very unfortunate result at trial in terms of the sentence, and we welcome the opportunity to appear in front of the Supreme Court of Canada and have them reconsider what an appropriate sentence would have been for Mr. Wood.
The Supreme Court did not set a date to hear the appeal from Woods and his lawyer. The portrait of Churchill has been returned to the Chateau Laurier with new security measures in place. Well, the Ottawa Charge are looking to get back to the Walter Cup final. Tonight, the PWHL playoff semifinal kicked off with the Charge facing off against the Boston Fleet.
Missing the net. Leslie here with patience. Gilday steps down, scores! The Ottawa Charge factor in on the power play.
And off to a good start. Jocelyn Larocque puts Ottawa up 1-0 in the first. Then with 2 minutes left in the second, Boston gets one back. And then about a minute and a half later, the Fleet will get the go-ahead goal, and that would also be your game winner. The Fleet take game one 2-1 in this best-of-5 series. Game 2 is set for Saturday night in Boston. And you won't have to choose between watching the Ottawa Rapid FC or the Charge this weekend, as Rapid FC will host their home opener on Saturday at 5 at TD Place. After the match, the team is inviting fans to stick around and watch Game 2 of the Charge Fleet series on the big screen, and that starts at 7 o'clock. You will need a ticket, though, to the Rapid game to stay for the Charge game. Ottawa Senators defenseman Jake Sanderson is a candidate for the Lady Byng Memorial Trophy. The award is given to the player judged to have exhibited the best sportsmanship and gentlemanly conduct with a high standard of playing ability. Sanderson had 14 goals and 54 assists during the regular season and only 8 penalty minutes. Canadians forward Cole Caulfield and LA Kings forward Anze Kopitar are also nominated for the award. Well, coming up, the EY Centre is getting a new name. Details on the new naming rights deal that's coming to effect tomorrow. Ottawa's municipal election campaign officially kicks off tomorrow. May 1st is the first day candidates for mayor, councillor, and school board trustee can register to run. Election day is Monday, October 26th. All right, let's head back to CTV's Jackie Paris for a look at your extended forecast now. Jackie.
Well, we're really going to see those temperatures drop for overnight. It has been a little bit since we've seen overnight lows below the freezing mark, -2 for the overnight. Tomorrow's daytime highs around 11 degrees. And yes, there's a chance we could see some showers, scattered showers, rolling through in the early part of our afternoon. Now, tonight's lows across eastern Ontario, again, quite chilly. So again, frost advisory in effect. You want to cover up those plants if they are outside to avoid getting ruined. -3 in Pembroke and Kittigan-Zibi, about 2 degrees in Kingston, 1 in Brockville. Going to feel slightly cooler because we've got those northerly winds moving in as well. Tomorrow's daytime highs will get back up to about 11, 12 degrees, but it's still going to be fairly cool, especially since we started off the week about 20 degrees. Now, in terms of precipitation, not much for Saturday. There is a chance of scattered showers moving in. I know there is an Ottawa Rapid home opener game on Saturday around 5 o'clock, and you could stay on the field after the game to watch the Charge playoffs. Mainly cloudy skies is what we're anticipating, so you may be able to hold off from those scattered showers. Now, Friday, 11 degrees a daytime high. Saturday, 13 degrees. Sunday, we will see a break. Sunshine is in store. Again, another 13-degree day. Monday and Tuesday, light precipitation moving in. It really is likely Tuesday night into Wednesday that we could see the heavier rainfall move into eastern Ontario.
Well, thank you, Jackie. The new Ottawa campus of the International Business University, or IBU, is officially open.
We are Ontario's first independent, not-for-profit university. Our goal is to build an exceptional model for our country and one that we can all be proud of.
The not-for-profit university at Lansdowne is also partnering with the Canada North Business Association and Tech Access Canada. IBU has a memorandum of understanding with La Cité. The school will also offer what it calls a cutting-edge AI program. Ottawa's major event center near the Ottawa International Airport has a new name. The UI Centre on Uplands Drive will now be known as the Cohere Centre after the company and the Convention Centre reached a new naming rights agreement. The Security First Enterprise AI company was founded in 2019 and is focused on developing AI systems. The centre first opened in 2012 and was rebranded the EY Centre in November of that same year. The Ottawa Fire Service honored firefighters and civilians at a special ceremony tonight for their bravery and humanitarian efforts over the past year. The Fire Chiefs Awards were handed out at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Ottawa in 6 prestigious categories, including the Team Award given to an entire crew for their role during an emergency, and the Award of Excellence given to Ottawa Fire personnel who goes above and beyond operational duties to create a positive impact.
Taking short breaks, even just having your phone in another room for 20 minutes can help you build that comfort and tolerance being away from your device.
Coming up, disconnecting from your cell phone to clear your mind. IKEA Canada is coming to Gatineau this spring. The Swedish retailer announced it's opening a plan and order point on Maloney Boulevard on May 11th. IKEA says it offers easy access to expert design services while planning, ordering, and purchasing items. Now, once the orders have been placed, they will be delivered to homes, or you can collect it at the Plan and Order Point store. Ontario is considering a ban on cell phones in school, concerned that students are spending too much time on devices during the day. But studies show it's not just young people scrolling for hours on end. Many of us are also spending hours every day glued to our phones. CTV's Pat Foran reports.
How much time do you spend on your phone each day?
Several hours, 5 hours a day. Listen to podcasts and whatnot, and then doomsday scrolling.
A recent survey shows people pick up their phones nearly 200 times a day on average and spend more than 4 hours a day on them. Nearly half say they feel addicted.
Too much.
Excessive screen time can affect sleep, stress levels, attention span, mental health, and even our ability to connect with people in real life.
So many notifications, so many texts, so many pings, all of your news is coming through your phone, all of your tasks and to-dos and emails are all coming through your phone, so that you get to a place of burnout where responding to a single text feels tiring.
Consumer Reports says there are simple ways to cut back and reclaim some non-screen time.
Start by just taking short breaks. Even just having your phone in another room for 20 minutes can help you build that comfort and tolerance being away from your device.
You can also delete or limit time-wasting apps like social media, even temporarily. Mute noisy notifications, set your phone to grayscale to make apps less tempting. Replace screen time with books, hobbies, or exercise. And ask friends and family to hold you accountable. And if you need more help,
depending on how much change you feel like you need, you could do anything from install an app that sets stricter screen time limits to downgrading all the way to an old school flip phone.
There are even tools designed to help, like a device called Brick, which blocks apps unless you physically tap your phone to unlock them. Whether you go high tech or back to basics, think less scrolling and more strolling. Pat Foran, CTV News.
As the radiation treatments were progressing, now my skin was very burnt.
Up next, we'll have more on a new initiative to help patients deal with the side effects of chemotherapy. Some superheroes dropped by CHEO for a visit with the kids this week. The Children's Hospital posting a video to social media of these superheroes surprising kids and families on Wednesday and transforming the hospital hallways into a comic book adventure. Now, CHEO says no capes required to feel super. Just another reminder that courage always saves the day. Many people are familiar with the harsh side effects of chemotherapy, but the side effects of radiation may not be as well known. CTV Health reporter Pauline Chan has more on an initiative to help radiation patients.
Tamara Berry was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2020.
My treatment that I underwent was lumpectomy and then radiation.
The treatment made her skin dry and flaky at first, with itching so bad she couldn't sleep.
So as the radiation treatments were progressing, now my skin was very burnt. So not only was my skin completely purple in the area that was being radiated, but the skin was blistering.
Actually, it's the peak side effects happen 2 weeks after they finish the radiation, and most resolve within about a month or so.
Dr. Jeff Kao says fatigue and radiation dermatitis are two common side effects of radiation.
Most of our research and the mainstay of our research has always been in trying to prevent cancer from coming back or trying to live longer. But more recent evidence has been focused on symptom control and quality of life.
Bari struggled to find products in Canada to help with the pain and healing of her skin. She found some in Europe, and a friend sent her some soft, soothing cloths.
She said you can also get the calendula flower, and you can soak it and make a tea, keep it in your fridge, and then dip these towelettes in it.
She also reached out to cancer support group Give a Care, where she found they offered chemo relief products, but nothing for radiation. So she did some fundraising.
We hosted a brunch that was called Booby Brunch.
And did some research with Rethink Breast Cancer Canada, and now a new radiation kit is available.
There's a barrier cream to use during treatment that helps with the itching and the flaking and calms your skin, the irritation. And then there's a healing balm to use after the treatment that can help your skin heal.
The radiation kits retail for $70, and you can get them online through giveacare.ca.
And while the majority of patients who would benefit from it are breast cancer patients, others with head and neck cancers and some gastrointestinal cancers also suffer from radiation dermatitis. Proceeds from sales of the kit go to supporting patients and families dealing with breast cancer. Pauline Chan, CTV News.
All right, still to come, the Ottawa Titans, they're about to set an attendance record next week at their sold-out home opener. Plus, Jackie, she's got one more look at your wake-up weather when we come back.
The National Capital Region is jam-packed with incredible experiences you don't want to miss. Hey, I'm Tanea Taylor, your iHeartRadio Weekender, powered by Barrhaven Ford. Get the inside scoop on all the biggest and best events every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on CTV, Move 100, Pure Country 94, TSN 1200, and News Talk 580 CFRA. iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barrhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford dealership, and Ontario's #1 Ford EV dealer.
Here's another live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. We're sitting at 5 degrees out there right now. We're still looking at, again, some relief from the rain, cooler. We're hitting single digits after a warmer start this week. Jackie Paris has a final look at the forecast and a look at your wake-up weather. Jackie.
Well, 1 degree to kick things off, so it's going to be a cool start. Mainly sunny skies, that's the good news. But as the temperatures start to warm up to our anticipated daytime high of 11 degrees, we could see scattered showers moving into the afternoon for parts of eastern Ontario. Now, Saturday, it's very similar conditions, 13 degrees. Chance of showers could be the early part of our afternoon. It won't be until Sunday. We'll get lots of sunshine, 13 degrees, the anticipated high.
Well, thanks, Jackie. The Ottawa Titans home opener next week is officially sold out. The club says today all 10,278 tickets have been sold for the May 8th game. It will also set a new Frontier League single game attendance record and be the first sellout at the stadium since the Ottawa Lynx in 2002, that is. The first 5,000 fans will also get their hands on an Ottawa Titans jersey for the giveaway day. All right, well, that's CTV News for this Thursday, April the 30th. For all of us here at CTV News, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. And I'll see you again tomorrow night.